Time doesn't wait for anybody. Whether you do the thing, whether you don't do the thing, time will always pass by. Now, in this video, I want to talk about how I manage my procrastination. I procrastinate a lot, right? I do that, and it's robbed me of a lot of opportunities, I'm not gonna lie. But since the beginning of this year, particularly from last month, March, right, I've been applying systems that has really helped me to manage my procrastination, and I'm already seeing the results, right? I'm following my gym plan, I have a diary, and I do what I say I'm going to do. But before I go into the system that I apply and the mindset shift that I had to implement in my life, right, I want to focus on why it is important to get a grip and leverage time. You see, one thing that I had to say to myself a lot is that time will pass by regardless. You know, whether you do the job, whether you don't do the job, time is going to pass by. It doesn't matter, right? You do the thing, you don't do the thing, time don't give a damn. Time don't give a shit. It's going to pass by. Tomorrow is coming regardless. Next week is coming regardless, whether you do that thing or not. And as soon as I planted it in my brain that, dude, whether you actually go to the gym or not, tomorrow is coming. So you might as well just do it. You understand? And this is why I try my best to have some levels of urgency, right? It will do you good. And one thing that I have learned about success is a large part of success, if I'm being very honest, from my own opinion, it's less about who's the most talented. Quite frankly, it's less about who's the most talented. It's more about who shows up. I'm telling you, who shows up and is good enough. Are you good enough, and do you show up? Period. That's the large part of success in my experience anyway, right? For example, who's gonna get in shape? The person that wants to get in shape, or the person that goes to the gym, sticks to their diet. Maybe they're not perfect on their diet, but they stick to it. But they go to the gym. Maybe they're not doing the workouts perfectly, but they show up and they do the workouts and they're consistent. That's the person that's most likely gonna become more in shape. You see, and that's the mindset that I apply to my life, right? And another reason why I decided to start taking more urgency and to curb and to manage my procrastination is because I look back on my life and I see the opportunities that I have missed. I see the things that I have missed as a result of not actually taking action. And man, it's robbed me of a lot of stuff. You understand? So I'm tired of that, which is why I decided to figure out a system that works for me. Now, my system might not work for you, but I think when you start speaking to yourself in terms of why you must get a hold of your procrastination, most definitely you're going to figure out a plan for you, right? But in my case, one thing that I do that has really helped me in terms of managing my procrastination is to, reduce what I need to do. Does that make sense? I realized that in previous years, or last year especially, I would have like a bunch of stuff on my diary. I always had a journal. I always had a to-do list, right? But I would have so much stuff on that to-do list to the point that my brain gets overwhelmed. Let's say I say today is the 26th, right? Of April. I would say I would write like 10, 12 things on that diary, on that journal, what I want to do. And my brain would just be like, oh, this is too much. I don't care. I'm going to zone out. But when I started reducing the 10 to 3, especially when it's critical stuff that you must do, then it's easier to manage. So, for example, I don't put the basic stuff like brush your teeth, take a shower. I don't do that because that's routine. But I always say to myself, okay, today, what is the critical things that I must do to make sure I am moving the vision forward? So you focus on the big things. So in my case, my YouTube channels that I'm building, okay, make sure that before the end of the day, you have scripted your YouTube videos, you've posted your YouTube videos, you've made a YouTube video, right? That's for my YouTube channel. Now, for my full-time job, I would say make sure today you make 50 phone calls to companies. That's it, because all these things are critical to my success. And the third could be a gym. Go to the gym, 50 push-ups minimum, or whatever the workout is, do it. And that's it. And as soon as I started reducing the number of things that I needed to do, I was more eager to do it. and you have more urgency, you have more fun in doing it. To me, that's the answer, right? So far, so good. And I thought to share with you guys in case anybody could benefit or use this as motivation to try and reduce. So I guess what I'm saying is this: if you want to improve your procrastination, like you want to stop it, one advice that I would give that is helping me currently is reduce the number of things you have to do, and don't focus on the things that you're going to do anyway, like brush your teeth, go to bed, go to work. No, that should be automatic. Rather, your to-do list should be things that are essential to your vision. So for example, I would say, are you running a business? What is that one critical thing that you must do today to keep the vision moving forward? If you're, I don't know, if you're running I don't know, project, or whatever is critical to you, do one thing that is essential for that thing to be successful. That's what I would say, right? But reduce it. Um, is the best advice I can give to anybody, for real. Because and what works for me may not work for you. That's also something that you have to keep in mind. But this is just me sharing my thoughts, and it's helped me immensely, and I thought to share with you guys. Thank you. Peace.